Hey everyone, this is Denis Tyrell of Tyrell Knifeworks. I'm here with you folks for the Triple T for Knife Makers podcast. As always, I'm here with my dickhead friend Jerid from Echo Blades.
What's up, buddy?
Why you always got to be an ass? Jeez.
Me?
Yeah, you.
How dare you?
What's new other than being the usual?
What's new? That's a great transition. Fiery. That was on fiery, dude. That was on fiery ice. Not much, man. I'm just sitting here trying to fucking crack the code on this can of Zin.
Zin? What, you drinking wine?
That's Zinfandel. But Zin.
Oh, your chew.
Yeah. This is nicotine supplement.
Does it have a childproof package? Is that it?
Yeah. You got to like line up the arrows in order to crack it. And my eyesight is getting really bad these days.
Oh, yeah. Tell me about it.
And I can't really see it. So I lost my glasses again on Saturday. And I didn't have them Saturday night, Sunday, and all day today. Bro, it's like Code Red. DEFCON 12. Like, it is not even a joke anymore.
What? See, mine are like off the shelf 2.0, drugstore glasses. So I can just walk into a drugstore and snatch another pair. And I've done that.
I did have a pair of readers that were 2.0s. It's not that bad, but I've been having to wear them a lot lately. So when I take them off, like I just can't fucking see words and shit. So it's pretty bad.
Yeah.
So I ordered a bunch of like some emergency pairs off of Amazon. They're not going to get here till tomorrow. And then it dawned on me where I left them last, and my daughter ended up finding them today. So I got them back, but
I was going to say they're on your face.
So. They're on my face today, or right now.
You could be Rick and just walk around with an optivisor.
I wish. It might be my future. I mean, you get like fucking 10 pairs of glasses in one with all of the different visor lenses or whatever. But yeah, that's what's going on with me. I'm blind as all hell, and I just opened the Zin can and closed it back up without grabbing a Zin.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Senile and can't see.
Yes. Yes. How are you, man? How you doing? How was your week?
It was hot. Today, it was hot. I was tempted to turn the air conditioning on in the shop today.
Really?
Well, you must have been hotter by you guys.
I was in the office for like 90% of my day. Yeah.
No, I actually went and got the jet skis this morning out of storage, so that got me all revved up for summer.
Thought you were doing that tomorrow.
No, I wanted to get them today, and if I had to buy batteries, I wanted to get that. And in fact, I don't even think I'm going to take them in. I ordered plugs for them. I checked everything out. I checked the air filters and all that other shit, and it looks fine. So I think I'm just going to replace the plugs, charge out the batteries, and I think that'd be fine.
Cool.
So yeah, I'm excited to. It's been 2 years since I've had those on the water, so that'd be fun. We should go out, take Jerid.
The last time was the last time we went out with Jerid.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
That's probably the last time I had them out. Maybe one time after that with the grandson. I don't remember, but
that's a good time. It was fun.
Yeah, we should do that again.
Yeah, I'm down.
Wait, how old is he?
He's 16.
16. If he takes the boater's license, then he could drive it himself, but he'll have to take the boater's license.
Well, do I need a boater's license?
Uh-huh. Take it online. I have to take mine too.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah. No, it's new in the last couple of years. I was like grandfathered in for a couple of years, but because of my age, but now I've hit that year that I got to do it.
Dude, are you a citizen yet? That's what I want to know.
The 29th.
29th. We'll see tears of joy for being welcomed into this great nation.
Yes, my oath ceremony is on the 29th in Santa Clara.
That's really good.
Yeah.
It's really good. I wore my Canadian vest for you today.
How could you? You should put that thing in storage, man. It's too hot.
It was, yeah. When I came out of the office today at 5 or whenever it was like 80 degrees. So
Yeah,
it was a little warm.
yeah. It must in Brentwood. It must have been warm.
Yeah, I don't know. You don't get here. It's 70 degrees right now. So
Yeah,
but yeah, awesome.
yeah. What else did I do? Oh, I went to Kelly's shop last week
Oh
or this
yeah,
week. That
how
was
was that?
fun. Yeah, Tuesday. I actually got a call from Rick last Monday saying, "Hey, the timeline changed, and he's going to Kelly's. Would have been tomorrow, like tomorrow," he said, and which was Tuesday. And so I said, "Oh, well, why don't you give me a call?" I pulled the tag along card, and because I know you're going to say it,
Me?
yeah,
Never.
yeah. I went and hung out with them for the day. That was really fun. We just kind of traded skills back and forth. It was like there was a few things. Kelly tried to take her master last August, and she had a couple issues. So she wanted to learn a few or practice a few things and get some more, you know, points of view or different techniques on like not plunges, sorry, clips, like grinding clips. And what was the other? I forget the other thing, but so yeah, Rick talked about the way he grinds clips. I talked about how I grind clips, and we just set up some tooling with her. Um, and then Rick showed us how he grinds plunges on daggers by using like the small wheel to set the plunge first,
Okay.
which was kind of cool. And I think I'm going to try that on the dagger I'm working on.
Nice.
You guys will see that in a video at some point. And then Kelly showed us making a penny guard. Do you know what a penny guard is?
No.
So you've seen them. This is like a guard that's got like a round disc. It's like an S guard, and it's got a round disc at either end, and they're kind of curved. I'll show you a picture of one. But
Oh yeah,
basically,
yeah. I just looked it up. Yeah,
yeah.
I see it.
So basically, Kelly forged one of those for us, like in front of us, and she's like, such a wizard with a hammer. She made it look
Yeah.
so easy.
Mm-hmm.
And then she hot fit it on a knife, which was
Okay.
really cool.
Awesome.
I've never, it was cool to watch. I don't know that it's ever something that that I'll do. Yeah, it's fast. I don't know.
I feel like it's not enough precision for you.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, if you were doing a more rustic knife, it's perfect, but that's not my style. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, it was a lot of kind of shooting the shit and, building some stuff and talking and, just talking back and forth about different techniques and mastersmith stuff and, when she's going to try master again and all kinds of stuff. So yeah, it was a good time. I left there. Like it was after 5 when I left. So it was good.
Nice.
Yeah. I'd like to maybe have a little collab with Kelly at some point and do something together. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was the start of my week. What did you do anything but work this week? Did you get in the shop?
I did. I worked on the press on Sunday.
Ah.
Yeah, on Sunday I went out to Jeff's shop and I golfed on Saturday. I was good, and then I had a bunch of. I don't know what the hell happened Saturday. I lost my glasses, so not much. And then,
It was a blur.
oh, that's what it was. I came home from golf, and yeah, I don't know how much I want to get into this, but anyways, I came home from golf, and then I walked in, and I'm old, Dennis. Okay,
Hey,
I'm
if
old.
you're old, what am I?
I'm
Ancient?
old, right? So I get out, and on the drive back, it's like, I don't know, 40 minutes or something like that. And
Where
by the
were you
time
golfing?
I was in Hercules. So everywhere around. The course is like right by me here in Brentwood, or like not my jam right now. So I'm always driving about an hour or so.
Uh-huh.
So, but anyways, I get finished with the round, have lunch, watch the beginning of the Masters Sunday, and then I drive home. By the time I get to the house, or this was Saturday, I get out of my car and I'm just like, everything just like stiffens up. And I'm like, my back hurts. I'm like, oh my God. Like, and I'm a pretty dramatic kind of person, as you could tell from last week when I was trying to show everybody my burn on my ear that nobody gave a shit about. But so I'm like, oh, my back, and I walk in the house and just want to get a shower and kind of chill out for a second. And Lynn and my daughter have my bed covered with like an Amazon, like a movable clothes hanger thing. There's a bunch of tubes, and it's like a put together furniture marathon going on with shit all over my bed.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh, this is like, all I want to do is just go lay down, right? And there's fucking tubes and instructions all over the place. So I ended up doing that, and then not much else, because there was a couple of them, and it was lame. I hate that stuff. Putting shit together like that
Like
is,
IKEA?
yeah,
Any
to say
any
that.
trip to IKEA is like,
It's just not fun for me. Like, I get frustrated, and yeah, there was always a cuss word or five that goes on. But yeah, and then Sunday I got up and early, and then went over to Jeff's shop, and we worked on the press. So
so
I
what'd you get done on
drilled
the press?
I drilled like a billion half-inch holes in thick ass steel. I mean, it sounds like not that big of a deal, but like after, I guess it
Takes a
wasn't.
long time.
It just takes a while, right? I literally have on this big ass. I think it's a Cincinnati. It's got a Bridgeport and a Cincinnati. So and the Cincinnati is basically just for drilling holes. It's kind of his setup, and then he's got the Bridgeport for actual milling. But I'm sitting on this thing, all my big fat ass weight just hanging on the on the what's that thing called? The
The
handle,
quill?
the quill, yeah. And I'm like, bro, this is lame. Like,
Did you start it with a smaller hole, or are you really drilling
no,
half-inch holes?
we're just going right through it.
Really?
Yeah. Sharpened drills, and the drill was freaking dull, so we sharpened the drill. But once we got it going, it started cooking. But yeah, so we were drilling the plates that are going to go into the tube, the upright members, and then just getting set up for the thing. And then he's like, all right, did you bring the cylinder? And I'm like, I wish I had the cricket sound, like, because I'm like,
The one you haven't ordered?
the cylinder.
It
And
was
then
at
I'm like,
this moment that he knew he fucked up.
yeah. So I was like, yeah, about that. I never ordered the cylinder. And he's like, dude, like, you were here like 3 weeks ago or whatever, and you were going to order the cylinder like then. And I'm like, yeah, well, I got
few moments later.
It's fucked up, dude. I feel like an asshole. So I ordered it right there. Dude, $600.
And it's a 30 ton or a 29 and
Yeah,
29
something
and a
like that. It's
half
a
or whatever?
5-inch bore,
Yeah.
it's a 5-inch cylinder, 14-inch stroke or some shit like that. But it was like $600, a little under $600. But I used the link that you had sent me. I don't know where it's coming from or whatnot, but it was free shipping.
Well, that's good. Those things are heavy.
For ground. So it may not get here for another year, but
well, it's probably going to be UPS ground. It's not USPS. It's going to be.
I don't fucking know. I mean, something's got to give, right? It was free, and
that's
the
good.
next tier for shipping was $300, and for a brand, like, for the deal of the century, I could have had it here today for $11,197. Next day.
I bet you that thing weighs like 40 pounds.
I can imagine.
So free shipping is very surprising. I remember
Yeah.
paying the shipping on that thing, and it was. I think back when I ordered mine, it was probably $350 though, not 600 like it is now.
Yeah. I guess it didn't. The price didn't change though from a couple months back or a month ago or whatever.
Yeah.
I thought maybe tariff or but anyways, so I got the fucking cylinder ordered and I was like, my bad, Jeff. I fucking spaced on that. So we had to kind of audible a little bit. But then we got the big ass the tube. We had to, I mean, the piece that he had was like 20 some feet long, so we had to like fucking crane it up, and it was cool. It was an interesting process to do, cut it up. The bandsaw that he has is like, you know,
It's a monster, I'm sure.
5 times ours. Like it's the fucking coolest thing ever. Handles whatever you put in there like fucking like it's butter.
Yeah, what is it, like a 2-inch blade on it?
What 2-inch what?
Wide bandsaw blade.
No. It's the same size. It's like fucking 17 feet though.
Oh.
It's just long. It's a huge. Yeah. Anyways, but it was pretty cool. So we did that, cut that up, and now we have the cross, the I-beams cut, the uprights cut. We started drilling the plates, and then we'll do the cars for the setup that we're doing for the stroke on for the cylinder and the head and all that crap. And yeah, we'll be rocking and rolling here pretty soon.
Oh, that's good.
So yeah, I was stoked, man. It was a good time. We only get like, and that's probably why I stopped doing this stuff, because the best we could do is like 4 hours on a weekend, just because with the things we got going on. And then I went to work after that for 3 hours, and then I went and stopped by your house to grab the laser that I forgot last weekend. And then I missed the dude that was over at your place. He was like pulling out. Literally, I pulled up behind the car and I was watching the Masters, which, by the way, was the fantastic, the most entertaining, the most just absolutely just incredible tournament that I've seen in a long time. That was pretty funny. But
yeah, I'm not doing it.
It was so good, dude. It was so good. But yeah, I pulled up and then all of a sudden I saw the freaking, like, the brake lights, the reverse lights come on by the car in front of me. I'm like, oh, okay, I guess this dude's leaving. So I had to get out of his way. But
yeah, we had 3. So I had a student for a 4-day Damascus class. Willie, he was from Arizona, and one of my Patreon members. And I guess he booked this. It was over a month ago, almost 2 months ago. But he came and he wanted to do mosaic and copper Damascus. So we started with a mosaic, like an explosion-based mosaic. And I did that on day 1. Morning of day 2, was it? Yeah. Morning of day 2, we were getting ready to cut it, and then the bearing on my saw went.
Oh, that's right.
It was making a funny noise, and I like one of the coverings of the bearing was off, so I took the bearing off. And I'm like, oh, I'll just like put a little sleeve over it and give it a little tap and knock that plate back against the bearing. As soon as I just gave it like the tiniest little tap, the actual case on the bearing cracked. So the bearing was obviously toast, and that's what I was hearing. So, thought I ordered some bearings that were going to come the next day, but the old put it in your cart in Amazon and forget to check out.
Dude, I'm so guilty of that. I did that with a cylinder. Could you imagine that? No.
Oh yeah. Yeah, realized Saturday that we weren't going to get the bearing in time, so I called up my buddy Jerid and went to his place and sliced up the billet Saturday night. But in the meantime, so he came Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Friday, Saturday, we did the Copper Damascus instead,
Nice.
which turned out really well. We went a little overboard on the cladding, and we did a nice pattern and then twisted it on the cladding, and which I showed you. And
it looked cool.
Yeah, it looks awesome.
Yeah, it really did.
And the billet was much longer than we imagined, or at least that we had planned, because the billet that I showed you, I brought over, was 13 inches long. We got another one that was 18 inches long.
Yeah, I was going to say that was a smaller one, huh?
Yeah, that was the small one. So I kept 6 inches because I'm going to make, don't even say it.
Yeah, you did. Mr. Tyrell.
I kept 6 inches of the billet for a folder, maybe 2 folders. I could probably get 2 out of it. It's like an inch, just over an inch and a half wide. But so you may see that at Blade Show. And bolsters and stuff like that. Anyway, so it was a great time. And then we finished the tiling on the mosaic on Sunday, and we were done early. We went for lunch, and then I actually showed him a few extra things, like we went through grinding basics, and then I showed him how to do the slot on guard on the mill.
Nice.
Which he enjoyed and got a lot out of. Yeah. So, it was great class. And he was a great student. He has all the stuff at home. He's attempted a mosaic at home based on the same pattern that he knew he was going to do here, and made a few mistakes at home. So it was good that he was somewhat familiar, but came with questions about, he showed me pictures and like, what did I do wrong? I'm like, okay, you didn't 4-way this part, or you knocked in the corners and then accidentally squared it back to square, like instead of
we know that trick.
Yeah, exactly. And then when he did none of his patterns really lined up well because he forgot to he didn't get the concept of doing the fairy flip. You accordion the billet, you accordion the pieces. So that the pattern lines up. He just stacked them on top of each other, so they didn't line up perfectly when he did it. But when we did it, he got a lot out of the course, which was great.
Good. Yeah, that's cool. I can't tell you, man, that I would never do anything like this, but I felt completely used with you just coming over and using my shit and then leaving. I mean, I don't know what kind of person does shit like that, but it takes a special person to just come over to someone's house, use their tools, leave a pile of fucking metal dust, and just bounce off into the night, dude.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
But I appreciate it. Thank you.
Oh, man.
I was just going to come over and steal your bearing and take it, but
I told you could. Like, I was golfing, and I was sitting there, I was like, yeah, maybe I could. I'm like, fuck that. Like, I would drive an hour to my house and then half hour.
No. I was like, if you were going somewhere Sunday morning, I would have said, yeah, stop by and bring me the bearing. But otherwise, no.
I was like, just come over and get what the fuck you need and be cool. And you were like, nah.
I was being lazy at that point, and I was trying. Maybe I'll just do with the portaband. Yeah, that like I texted you, the portaband option sucks donkey balls.
Yeah, he did. In the evening too. And you're like, I was like, oh, he's in a pinch.
I tried it once and I'm like, this is bullshit. I am not cutting a billet like that because it's on an angle, right? On like a 45. And I was like holding the billet up in the air and it was bullshit.
Yeah.
So, but it was much easier with a horizontal saw.
Yeah, I could imagine.
But I tell you, I was that close from. If we wouldn't have found the bearing as quickly as we did, like on Amazon, like buy this bearing, it was like $9 for 10. I almost pressed the button on buying a brand new Jet horizontal bandsaw. I was close. I was
What is
close to
that gonna
pulling the
run?
trigger on that, but I saved myself
What does that run?
like $2,200.
Oh fuck! I was
Yeah,
gonna say, I know you are getting old and way more bougie because the tools you're buying you're starting to like step up. You
yeah,
know, like from a guy who made his YouTube channel of like, now you can buy all this shit for dirt cheap and you don't need all this fancy stuff. Now all of a sudden you got the stand up surface grinder, you get the Holland anvil. You know, he's like, I'm just going to get the jet. You know, like
yeah.
shit's you're starting to see the fucking buy once cry once rule here.
Yeah, I'm just outgrowing the basic tools at this point.
Yeah,
Now that I'm doing this full time, I want the
yeah, I get it.
I want the big tools.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Not like Jeff size tools, but
Yeah, no, nobody has that. That's fucking ridiculous stuff, dude.
Oh, I did have one fun little interaction. So I was at Safeway just buying like breakfast shit for when Wheelie was there for the class.
It's a great name, Willie. I like this.
Yeah. So this is the day before, and I'm it's like in the middle of the afternoon, whatever it was, and I go to Safeway and pull up, and as soon as I'm getting back in the Jeep from buying what I needed, and this guy walks by and he looks at the Jeep, which says Tyrell Knifeworks on the side, right? And he goes, "Oh, do you sharpen knives?" I'm like, "No, not really. I'm a custom knife maker." And he looks at me with an odd look, and I just point at the tattoo on my arm, and I'm like, "Stuff like this," and proceeded to strike up a conversation with this guy Lyle, who basically we ended up chatting for like half an hour, standing there in front of the Jeep, and he's a Marine, and we talked about he used to have a Marine issued K-bar, and it was a really cool conversation.
Nice.
It's like I felt like the what are those commercials about like don't be your parents though? Like those commercials about what is it? It's like the old guy and he's ah, you've seen those commercials. It's like don't be your parents, and it's like he's like a counselor, and he talks to people about like don't grow up and be your parents, and like you're always talking to somebody, or you're like the guy at the grocery store or the gas station.
Oh, I'm definitely that guy.
Yeah, I know you.
Yeah.
You personify that guy.
Yes.
But I felt like that guy. Like, okay, we're two old retired guys talking at Safeway about dumb shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it was cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Did you tell him you're about to be an American? You should have.
I don't think I got that far.
It's the first thing you tell Marines. Well, I'm not really an American, but I'm on my way, sir.
No, we didn't get that far.
I was just the knife sharpening thing. At my grandmother's service the other day, I was talking to some family members and people that I only see through Facebook or communicate with Facebook, or they kind of see what I'm doing and stuff like that. And they're like, "Oh my God, you see you're doing this and doing that." I'm like, "Yeah." And they're like, "Oh, you sharpen knives?" And I'm like, I just let me just keep it real here real quick. Like sharpening is the absolute worst part of what I do as far as knife making is concerned. I hate it. That's why I haven't even sharpened yours. That's all we got to do. I hate it. I know there's lots of guys that I remember we were at Maker's Camp and some dude walked up right in Mareko was doing a class and some dude walked up and like handed his knives to Mareko and like sharpen these. And then I was like, the fuck's wrong with this guy? But apparently Mareko had talked to him, but I know he does stuff like that. So there's some people that don't mind it, but that is not my jam. I am not.
Yeah, I procrastinate so much. A lot of times I won't sharpen a knife until like it's sold off the website.
Yeah.
And the last Sand Shark I sold, I almost shipped it without sharpening it.
Oh, geez.
I had the box taped up and then realized, oh, fuck. And I had to like cut the tape on the box, open it up, go to the shop and sharpen it.
Jeez.
I was listening to Fire and Steel today, and Toby had a good one. He's like, yeah, sharpening. He says something about like, oh, what do you charge to sharpen a knife? And he's like, $8, whatever that is in real dollars. And it's
Quid. Get the fuck out of here.
and I'm like, yeah, it's totally not worth it. I mean, I would do it if like a neighbor asked me that I'm, okay, I'll do it for you as a favor and not charge them. But I mean, I'll do it for my friends, but I don't like it. So, yeah,
not anything I like to do either.
No.
Oh, while I was at Jeff's, one of the coolest parts about doing that stuff is just hanging out with my buddy, right? And we're always just bullshit, and every single time we're going to talk about the old days, and then and a lot of like movies or shit that's going on. So I owe you an amends.
Okay, I love this.
Okay, so we're talking about something, and Pedro Pascal comes up, and I'm like, man, fuck that guy. I was like, Denis has got a fucking boner over this dude, and blah blah blah. He's like, he's my favorite, and I'm like, but yeah, I mean, who's ever even seen this guy? He's famous for being in a show where he wear a mask the whole time.
He was
blah,
in
blah, blah.
He was in Game of Thrones.
No, in Gladiator.
Oh, in Gladiator 2.
Gladiator 2, right?
Yeah.
So this is when this came up between you and I.
Yes.
So
and The Last of Us.
He was in that, and I had the dudes mixed up. I thought he was the younger dude who was Lucius.
No.
And the whole time, like, I completely like whoop right over my head. And he's like, and I'm like, yeah, he was the dude. And then anyways, he ends up looking it up and like showing me. And he's like, nah, this is him. I'm like, oh no, that dude's fucking cool. I like that dude. I got a boner for him too. Like, I'm like, shit, man, dude. Now I got to tell Denis my bad. Because yeah, The Last of Us is back on. Right. I haven't seen the first episode back. Is now on.
Oh, I saw it last night.
Oh, he's awesome.
He was in Game of Thrones. He was in the sequel to Kingsman.
Yeah, he's in all kinds of good shit.
Yeah,
he's awesome.
He's the Mandalorian.
Yeah. So I stand corrected. My bad.
Yeah, damn right.
Yeah. 6 to midnight over here too. Love him.
I saw the first episode of season 2 of, I won't ruin it for you, of Last of Us, but it's 5 years in the future. You knew that, right?
No, I don't know anything, so shut up. I don't want to know. I really enjoyed that show. That was
they tell you nothing in the first episode. They're just setting things up. There can be no spoilers in the first episode because nothing really happens. They're just setting it up.
Okay. You're not going to tell me that they get rescued by a gay dude?
No.
Because
no vests are involved.
Good one. I love it.
No, honestly, nothing really happens. They do introduce a couple new characters that you don't know who they are. But
Gotcha.
I really needed to watch the last 2 episodes of season 1 because there's a few parts I'm like, okay, I should know what that is, but I don't remember what happened. But yeah, it wasn't a great episode, but you can tell that they're just setting shit up.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Did you watch, I always forget the name of that show. The one with Walter Goggins or whatever. What was that?
Dude, he's awesome too.
Yeah. He plays the ghoul in it's another video game.
Oh yeah. Not Highlander. I know what you're talking about. Wasteland.
That's not it. Fallout.
Yeah. God dang it.
Yeah. I actually like that better than The Last of Us.
No way.
Yeah, I thought it was awesome.
I started it. I think I fell off and just forgot about it, but I saw about 3 or 4 episodes.
I thought the story was better.
Yeah.
The characters are really good in The Last of Us, though. I really like Ellie's character. And anyway, not to get off on all this.
But yeah, you're getting off on Pedro Pascal, baby. Do it.
Hey, so are you. You just didn't know it.
Yeah, same. Yeah, my bad. I stand corrected.
You know what else I get off on? Holding a 2 Basterds hammer. That's what I get off on.
Yeah, fat beans. They're mean.
How about that for a transition?
They make me gleam.
Oh, yeah. I didn't really get a chance to use the two Bastards, but actually, well, I think we straightened out a couple of pieces of steel this weekend. But it's my go-to. You need a hammer for forging or just for smacking around your friends. Go get yourself a fat peen from Frank and Nita over at Two Bastards, Texas Smithy and Supplies. They got the cross peen, the straight peen, the curved peen, the dual peen.
I see your penis as big as mine. don't get your peens cross-mogenated, dude. That's a bad day.
Yeah. But you need a hammer, go talk to Frank. He's your man.
That's right. He's the man, because ain't it grand to have a fat peen in your hand?
Yeah, I am looking forward to seeing him in June at Blade Show. I'm assuming they're going.
Is the I think we have the Lost Bastards. I hope that hasn't happened yet. His hammer in.
No, it's in 2 weeks, right?
It's in May.
Oh, I was thinking it's the end of April.
Yeah, May 3rd. Yep. So if you're going to be in the Gainesville area around May 3rd, go check out the Lost Bastards Hammer In. Special guests Micah Dunn, Sarah Hubbard, and Terry Dunn, Eric Rivers, Neil Warren, doing a bunch of demos, bunch of sponsors, $10 per ticket. I think there's only 50 spots. So hopefully there's some left, but yeah, go check that out if you are in the area on May 3rd and go hang out with the main peen himself.
the
Frank
main peen.
Yeah. Frank and the crew.
We should get some Two Bastards, or Frank, you should get some shirts made that say "Any grand to have a fat peen in your hand."
He said they're coming.
Did he?
Yeah, he said it. Yeah, I don't want to do too much spoiler, but that's right.
Nice. Oh, that reminds me. I got to get our Triple T shirts done for Blade.
Yeah, I got to get stickers orders and stuff too. Dang it.
I'm on the shirts. You're on the stickers.
It's good. Done.
All right, get on it.
Stay on me though, because
don't leave it in your cart there, buddy.
My bad. Yeah, but hey, man, we got some really exciting stuff coming out from Coy and the boys over at Baker Forge and Tool. This week they got their drop was Copper My Surge, featuring copper Damascus cladding over a tough 80 CRV2 core, fan favorite. Layout shines with its unique wavy surge pattern running the length of the bar. That's right.
The one that goes this way, right?
Yeah. It looks it's dope. It's absolutely dope.
I like that one.
So make sure if you are checking out, I think those drops come out on Friday night for all those special people that take advantage of the app, the Baker Forge and Tool app. You get 1 day earlier access to the drops. And you can load up the cart with all this stuff. And before we get there, though, we got some really big news here. Gator Piss Heavy and Max pre-orders launch April 18th. And if I'm counting days, that's 4 days away from today, 3 days from tomorrow when you guys are listening to it. And that's going to be Friday. Is that the 18th?
I believe so. Yeah, wait. Yeah, yes.
Yep.
Friday.
So pre-order start on the 18th. They're priced identical to the OG Gator Piss, but there will be a discount for the pre-order only. So make sure you go take advantage of that.
And if you're wondering what the difference is between the three Gators, besides the 1 nipple, 2 nipple, and the 3 nipple version,
yeah,
right,
yep.
The original Gator Piss is going to be for your copper, for your, for just general etching. The Gator Piss Heavy is going to be for those steels that don't have 15 and 20, that you want a really heavy etch. Great. It would be great if you want to do a dark, say, AEBL, and you want to do a stonewash on that. The Heavy is perfect for that.
Yeah, or you just get that blackout effect.
Yes, you want the black. And it's fast because it's strong stuff. So that's what the Heavy's specialized for. And then, of course, the Gator Piss Max is for your stainless Damascus. I will be using some of that. I think if I can. I haven't decided exactly what folders I'm going to do for Blade Show. One of them might be the stainless Damascus that I did with Coy we did with Coy when he was here, and I'll for sure be using the Gator Piss Max on that.
Absolutely. The heavy also is perfect for etching like mokame and other steels that are materials that are hard to etch traditionally, but not with the heavy. Just get it done. It works perfect for that stuff.
Yep.
Yep. And then you always got the OG Gator Piss for all those really shiny nickel and dark blacks on that. So good stuff coming out of Baker Forge and Tool, expanding their Gator Piss line. I believe the guys JB and help me what's the other guy's name? Completely Grayson. Yeah, thank you. Doing some demos at Blade Show coming up here in June. So if you're around, make sure you go check that out, and you get special demos on how they go through their process with the OG and the new heavy and max. So April 18th, Friday, go take advantage of that early drop, get a bunch of steel in there and pre-order the Gator Piss heavy and max. And I don't know if you can, I'm assuming maybe possibly, but use the discount code T10 for 10% off.
Hey, give it a shot.
I don't know if that'll apply for the pre-orders because you're getting a discount already. But the steel and everything else that you have is definitely applicable.
Give it a try. Can't hurt to try.
That's right. So, Coy and the boys doing big things. Excited.
Yeah. Speaking of Blade Show and demos, I will be doing a demo at the Broadbeck booth on grinding clips and just fixtures and
what time?
I have no idea. I haven't seen the schedule yet, but
you better make sure it doesn't conflict with me going to the bathroom or something.
You can work around your bladder. No, I'll be doing I think I'm doing that demo a couple of times at the Broadbeck booth. So
nice.
Come check out, see how I grind clips. And there's a couple different variations, so come check it out on at the Broadbeck booth. I'll have more info as it gets closer.
Nice.
Yeah,
that's cool. Yeah, you know what else?
What?
I am out of Instagram gel.
Get out of here.
Yeah, all green checks, my dude.
I don't believe it.
I put a reel out today of like a really just kind of basic reel of the press stuff I was doing, and I just happened to check my account, and turns out I'm all green marks.
Is that because you haven't posted a knife in ages? Is that why?
It could be, but you know what? If that's the way to go, then yeah, look, all green.
Well,
are you?
That'd be a no.
I'm not holding my breath here. This has happened before. But I noticed because I had a bunch of non-followers on my deal on the view analytics. So I thought that was interesting, to say the least, or the least.
Say the least?
Yeah, say the least.
The nights that say knee.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I've been working on that. God, I really wanted to finish that Nickel Storm buoy today. But of course, I spent, the better part of the morning getting the jet skis and getting those in. But because all I had to do was etch it and do the coining on the nickel spacers. And I got to etching the knife. I put it in. Always check a knife after it's been in the acid for 30 seconds. And I pulled it out and I found like 6 different spots that have decarb on them, which pissed me off. So I spent the afternoon hand sanding and then etching and then hand sanding and then etching and then hand sanding. So, yeah.
That's a bummer.
I did manage to etch the fittings and the the pommel and the guard, not the guard, the pommel and the spacer, and they look fucking phenomenal. Like so dark. I haven't even coffeed them yet, but they look really, really good.
That's the big blue one, right? Blue
The
handle?
big, yes,
Yeah.
yes. No, it's not blue. It's actually gray,
Oh, yeah. Okay. I
but
feel like there's some blue in it.
it, it looked that way. But once when the handle's buffed, it's gray.
Buff. It's going to be gray.
Yeah,
All right.
it's already. You haven't seen it buffed, but it's gray, and kind of gray and black, which matches the knife perfectly.
Nice.
So yeah, so I'll finish that tomorrow. The video of that will be up this Saturday. So new build video finally will be up this Saturday. It's a big. That's probably the biggest buoy I've ever done. It's
That
got
thing's
like
a
a
tank.
yeah, it's big. It's like a
You're definitely compensating for something. Like it's egregiously large. Yeah.
it's like a 13-inch blade. It's a big knife,
Yeah.
big
It's like a
guard.
big lifted truck type, it's
Exactly.
truck nuts hanging off the back of it. It's like, look at me. I make big buoys. For sure.
But I'm actually excited how the test edge look really cool. So
Cool.
excited to
What
get
are you
that
gonna
one.
finish up? What are you gonna finish up the handle with?
I'm gonna be coating it in, of course, Pelican paste. In fact, I've already done it and coated it in Pelican paste.
Nice.
So it smells like oranges. It's great.
Gray oranges. I love it.
Yeah. I want to try some of that oil. So I need to get some of that. And our buddy Travis has a table at Blade this year.
Oh, that's right. Yes. I
So
saw that.
I might just wait and get some at Blade Show
Very cool.
and try out the oil. Because a lot of times I actually want to use something a little thinner than the wax for some certain things. Of course, I like the wax. I like the way it coats, especially on the blades. After I coffee it and I hit it with the heat gun, that's when I like using the wax. But yeah, get yourself some Pelican paste. Use the discount code T10. He's got hard wax, soft wax, the Pelican oil, the soap to get your hands all nice and fresh before you go touch the wife, and the hand salve to heal up all those cracks and crevices.
Or Pedro. Yeah. Be nice.
When you want to go play with your peen, you need nice soft
Yes.
hands, right?
Yes. 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 You know what? Oh, that Pelican oil worked really good on the rock solid grip tech that I will one day give to you
Yeah.
if you're lucky. Yeah, but that finished out perfect for that stuff. So, but if you're in the market for some new type of grippy scales, go check out Matt at Rock Solid Scales. He's got grip tech, but he's got all kinds of other handle materials, stabilized wood, epoxy resins, all kinds of good stuff there. And go check out Rock Solid Scales, load up that cart. You can use the discount code T10. That's TTT10 for 10% off that purchase as well. I've seen some really cool stuff coming out with that.
Yeah,
With
I
the
saw
grip,
one the
with the
other.
grip tip.
Shit, I forget. I wanted to talk about it, and I forgot to write down what the name of it was. But it looked really cool. It was one of the new grip tech variations, kind of the new.
Yeah,
I won't call it a
the
pattern.
glow stuff too is bitching as well,
Yeah.
man. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's got
really
some
cool.
great stuff. Yeah, absolutely.
Really cool.
Yeah. And then I gotta go. I gotta put in an order for some steel. My buddy gave me a bunch of his hand-me-down little totes that he used to store his Damascus in, and I finally pulled out this little from my last order, and I still have a bunch of stock, but it's like really random pieces now. So I'm gonna load up on some steel for some Damascus and fill up my little blue totes there. But Lawrence sent me this great meme the other day. It was like a sign and it had like two, those little triangle signs that are out in front of restaurants and stores, like come in, you got their specials on it, you know what I'm talking about?
Not
The little,
particularly.
the little fold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
stand-up
It was
boards.
one on the corner, and it said, tacos this way, no tacos that way. He goes, I know which way you're going. I was like, yeah, man, my taco meter's down, man. I've been on burrito alley here lately, so I gotta step up that game. But yeah, so if you're in the need for anything knife material wise, supplies, go check out Lawrence Lake at Maritime Knife Supply. He's got everything you need. Take advantage of the awesome service that he provides by cutting up all of your Damascus into whatever size pieces you want.
I
Check
was
out.
showing that to Willie because I was showing him, like, when we were talking about steel, and I walked him over to where all my steel was.
Yeah.
And he's like, man, you must have spent, he literally said, I'm not joking. He said, man, you must have spent days cutting this up. And I'm like, are you kidding me? I get this all cut from Lawrence and Maritime. And it
That's
was
right.
like I should have recorded it because it was like
Yeah.
the perfect commercial.
Yeah. That's cool. It is an amazing service. But yeah, whatever you need, abrasives, handle material, pin stock, folder, got a whole new folder line, material supplies, grinders, Gator piss, brand new, fresh up today. They just released, he's now stocking some of Flying Shark scales as well.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so some cool combo skills and segmented stuff that available only at Maritime. So go check those out. I'm sure they're not going to last long, so hurry up and get that done. But whatever you need, Lawrence Lake, he's got you covered. I've got a handful of messages from people who have visited several lakes that are his namesake. Apparently, there's not just one in Washington; they're all over the place. So,
Lawrence just goes around,
Yeah,
He's like Chuck Norris. He just goes around pissing and creates lakes, and they name it after him. So
yeah, dude, the Chuck Norris memes are the best. They are the best. So yeah, man. Well, this week I'm looking forward to finally becoming a knife maker again. This is the one. I've got a bunch of time scheduled, making that happen. So starting Wednesday.
what are you working on?
I don't know. I have so many things that are like almost there.
Yeah, you should close up the ones that are almost there.
Yeah, I got to do that. I got to
put the handle on that chef knife we were working on.
Yep, yeah. I have a bunch of fucking hand sanding, like a bunch. Like I stocked up. I Jerided myself into this. Like there's no way around it. Like I have days of hand sanding to do. So I'll probably finish one, get that edge going, and then kind of cycle through that. But and then I got to start thinking about some new stuff for Blade here. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I'm not gonna stress out. I'm not gonna fucking do it to myself. But it ain't gonna get done unless you get out there and get it.
That's right.
So I'm excited though.
Yeah.
To finally get back in there.
I think
you gave me the push when you called me and you were like, I need to come over to use the saw. And I'm like, all right, cool. And then I was like, for like that anxiety set in, I'm like, oh fuck, I have like my shop is fucking disaster. Like there's like yeah, it was bad. And then you're like, oh, I'm gonna leave in about an hour. I'm like, oh cool. So I went out and fucking I cleaned it up and got some amount of reshuffling shit around to make it look halfway presentable. But so I appreciate that. That was a decent motivation. Because
you're welcome. I'll just drop in randomly from time to time, especially when you get your press. Then we'll be doing work at your house.
Yes.
So you better get those steel orders because we're going to need them.
Yeah, that's going to happen. So.
Yeah. Cool.
Who do you got for Maker Spotlight?
Today, and the reason I saw this one is because I wasn't following this guy, and I started following because our friend Nick Tobin from Pickle Cutters, I guess, collabed on a post where I guess he bought a billet from Nick and made a knife. And I looked, and the only reason that it caught my eye, because I know Nick doesn't do a lot of, I don't know if he's done any hidden tang knives. And I saw this knife, I'm like, hey, but I'm pretty sure that's Nick's steel. So I looked at it, and I guess he purchased a billet from Pickle. And but anyway, it's Limburger, L-Y, yeah, Lim, L-Y-M, oh, Limburner, sorry, L-Y-M-B-U-R-N-E-R. So Limburner Knives. And he's got just over 2,200 followers. Um, the latest post is this Kumai, which is beautiful steel. Pickle did an awesome job on the steel, but the etch on it is beautiful. It's got a really, really nice Amboina handle, copper guard. It has that effect on the guard. I don't know what it's called, and I've seen it on a couple of this guy's knives. I need to figure out how to do it myself. It's some kind of etch or something, but some beautiful knives. Love his handles.
Really good stuff.
Yeah, really nice. So I don't know his name.
Doesn't say.
Yeah, Limburner Knives. So go check him out. Some nice stuff.
Yeah.
He must be Canadian because his Maker's Mark has a maple leaf in it.
And he bought a bar from Pickle. Didn't have to.
Yeah.
Do that. Okay, sorry. So I got a really cool message the other day from My Maker Spotlight, but I'm in the wrong account. Hold on one second. Sorry about that. Yeah, it says, I'm normally not a podcast guy, but you guys have just landed your 7th listener for sure. Great work. Thanks for putting in the time. And I don't know why, man. Like every now and again, I'll get these messages that are just like they just make me feel good. Like it's really cool. It's always good to hear from everybody, but and I appreciate them. We appreciate all the support and everything. But that one just made me smile, and I had just a good chuckle to myself. But I was not following him, so I checked him out. So this week I'm featuring his name is Jake Cook. He's from WJC Knife and Tool. He's got 663 followers, and I started checking out his page here, and dude has some awesome work here. A bunch of integrals, and he's got this one with like a I don't know, it looks like a box elder greenish handle, but really deep.
Is that the one? Like I'm looking at the 5th one in his. Yeah. I was just looking at that one as far as
deep twist etch. Like that thing looks freaking badass.
I was actually looking at the one I'm looking at is a mono.
Oh yeah, that's good too.
The mono steel one. I love the handle. I love that ridge on the handle.
Yeah,
right behind the first, right behind the finger choil.
Yeah, I like. I'm just a sucker for that deep low layer etch. So, but yeah, really good stuff. For only having 600 followers, I said, "Whoa, that's a shame." So we'll give him a shout out. What is MD? What is that short for?
Maryland.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maryland.
Central
right?
MD. Yeah. So, anyways, Jake Cook, WJC Knife and Tool. Go check him out and show him some love and drop him a line and tell him he's was featured in the Maker Spotlight on the greatest podcast in the whole land.
Yeah, no, it's it's good stuff. I love his knives.
Yeah, so following them now. Appreciate the message though. And then I think I got a question here.
While you're looking for that, did you watch my Triple T video this week?
You know, and I was fucking trying to like segue myself out of having to answer this.
I knew it.
Oh man,
Busted.
It's a good joke of mine that I don't watch them, and yeah, I did not watch it this time.
Of course you didn't.
And I was fucking interested because I wanted to see it. Okay, so the question is from Keith Toensing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he says he's got a quick question. I've had
And
many
it's
classes.
pronounced Tenzing, by the way.
Is it?
Yeah, because he told me.
Okay, I see Toensing, but whatever. Toensing. Anyways, God, you screwed me up. This is a quick question. I've had many classes and I've heard arguments for grinding in the bevels or forging in the bevels, and I wanted to get your opinion on which you think is better and why.
Grinding in the bevels versus forging in the bevels.
Yeah.
My opinion, it totally depends. It depends on a few factors, right? First off, if you're doing any kind of layered construction, sanmai, gomai, I think it's a bad idea to forge in the bevels, because all you're doing is making those layers tighter together. You're bringing your shim, whatever that is, closer to the edge, and you're increasing the probability that you fuck up the core. Mm-hmm. So, number one, I would not do it on any of the layered constructions. If you're doing something like a mosaic or a feather or something where the pattern, if you're using Damascus and you don't want to distort, because if you forge the bevel, you're going to be distorting the steel, right? You're growing the steel on the bottom half of the blade. So yeah, I never forge I won't say never, very rarely forge the bevels in on any kind of mosaic, because it looks weird. Now the bottom half of the knife, the pattern's distorted. Now the one I'm working on right now, I still did. I forged the profile on the one I'm working on right now because it has an edge bar. So I had to forge the profile. I would not forge, especially on that one, is a great example of don't forge in the bevels when you have an edge bar. But if we're just talking about mono steel knives, there's certain techniques where it's nice to forge in the bevels, like you're doing a Bowie knife. And one of the techniques of doing a Bowie knife is you have a straight edge, like the top of the spine is straight. Okay. And it's curved down from the top of the spine down, it almost looks like a sax. And then when you start hammering in the bevels, that's what creates that curve and that swooped clip.
Okay.
That's what that's from. That's from forging in the bevels, and it causes the front of the knife to come up.
Okay.
So there are certain times you want to do that. Most times I'm not forging in bevels just for what I do. But I mean, you forged in bevels on a chef knife just recently, right? Because you needed. I think one of the reasons is you wanted it. You wanted it thin, but you needed to bring the heel down. You needed to get some height on that knife.
Yep. Yeah, and I think I've had several people that forge very thin. They always tell me, like, you can't. It's really hard to go. Their experience is that they're trying to find that perfect balance of thin, but not bacon edge when you come out of the quench, right? But they're always saying, like, every time I think I need to go thinner than what I think, especially because you grind the edge back to profile, the edge of the knife, and you get some thickness back. But if you're trying to do a brute to forge too, there's you got to go thin, otherwise you're going to grind all that off. But my experience, anyways, is like I know there's people that can do it. It's not within my capability, but even if I forge in bevels, I'm going to be grinding bevels as well.
Yeah, but you brought up a good point. If you want to do a brute to forge knife, you pretty much gotta forge in the bevels.
Yeah.
Right.
Otherwise, you'll end up grinding all that back.
Erase everything you just did on the grinder. So, but I mean, there are other reasons. You need to preserve steel. You don't have enough steel. You need to make a bigger knife. You want to forge in the bevels to make it taller because you started with a narrower piece of metal. So I don't think it's a cut and dry.
Yeah, I agree. It's not a better. It's just another way of doing things. And I mean, I don't know if there's many things that are that cut and dry anyways, that this is right, this is wrong. I think it's a preference and applicable to the build that you're working on.
Yeah. I mean, even I've done a feather Damascus knife where I needed to move the center of the feather. Well, then I just forged the bevels a little bit, and so I moved the feather up the center of the knife a little bit, and that's pretty common on a feather. So,
speaking of feather, the billet that Micah and I did is on its way.
Nice.
Yeah, he texted me late last week and said he was finishing. We had to. We were almost done. I think he just had to draw it out, and he split it, loaf it up, or whatever that term is. Split the loaf and draw out a couple pieces.
He didn't pinch it.
He didn't. It split it. That was last week, dude. We were pinching loaves last week in silence. Do you know what a love sack is? Seriously?
Yeah. The furniture love sack.
Furniture? Yeah. So those are behind me. That's a sectional from Lovesac. Yeah. So it's like a modular.
Yeah, I know what it is.
But I have an actual Lovesac, like the movie style one. So it's supposedly it's a big ass beanbag. It's big, expensive beanbag where you can get 2 normal sized people. You ain't getting me and somebody else on there, but like 2 regular sized humans could probably hang out on this thing. But what I'm realizing right now is I wish I could take this camera off and show you, but it is the most expensive dog bed in the world, because one of my dogs is just chilling on it right now, and that's pretty much what it gets used for.
I have a love sack too, but that's for a totally different podcast.
Yeah, that's for the Sex Machine 5000.
That's right.
Extraordinaire. All right, man. I've had enough of you.
Yeah, I've had enough of me too.
Yeah, this is great. So
I'm hoping I get to that starting the dagger tomorrow. That's my goal. Finish off the one knife and right into the next one.
All right. Are you around this weekend?
Are
you teaching again? These lessons are really getting in my way.
Are they crimping your style?
Yeah, it's really shitty.
I have a course on Sunday only.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm open for Saturday if you want to do something Saturday.
Sounds good.
All right.
All right, man.
Done. Hold on. Wait, what did this stupid thing is? I can't find the button.
There's, yeah. Give
And that's a wrap. Come on.
That's a wrap.